Mark from Every Man Has a Story is like Aristotle, Plato's student. In this case, Plato is Daddy Paul, the big fish and godfather of Dumaguete, while Socrates is Rique Velez, the patron saint of Dumaguete expat vloggers. Mark is the most hated expat YouTuber in the Philippines, and so this is why I personally dislike him. 1. Echo chambers. An echo chamber refers to a situation where people interact primarily with others who share similar opinions, values, and beliefs. Within these closed circles, information, ideas, and viewpoints are amplified and reinforced, creating a self-reinforcing feedback loop. Online communities often form echo chambers, where like-minded individuals reinforce each other's beliefs and perspectives. Every Man Has a Story is an echo chamber that reinforces the idea that the Philippines is a sanctuary for broken old men. The Philippines is the Department of Social and Welfare Development for old, broken, often delusional men with mental and stress-related issues. He further added that men who are well off and not going through midlife or any crisis of sorts should not come here. So Mark is saying that men who can actually contribute to economic and social development here in the Philippines shouldn't come. This is called selective exposure, and it is one of the mechanisms of an echo chamber where people tend to seek out information that aligns with their existing views. Once inside an echo chamber, individuals interpret new information in a way that confirms their pre-existing beliefs. In this case, Mark is or was a poor broken old man who has leveraged money over a poor Filipino province girl to his advantage, and so he echoes that this act of cowardice can be duplicated and reenacted by Western men. Exposure to diverse perspectives is essential for intellectual growth. Echo chambers hinder critical thinking and openness to alternative viewpoints. This is evident on Mark's channel, where he operates in communist fashion, thus creating an echo chamber that contributes to societal polarization. When people only engage with those who share their views, it becomes harder to find common ground. False information can spread rapidly within echo chambers. Innovation and progress suffer when dissenting voices are silenced. Fact-checking and critical analysis are often neglected, and so misinformation is amplified. Echo chambers are resistant to change and discourage questioning the status quo. Remember, echo chambers are a natural tendency, but awareness and intentional efforts can help us broaden our horizons and foster healthier online interactions. Expats in the Philippines may gravitate toward channels that validate their experiences, creating a narrow-minded environment. We should be open to self-adjustment and growth. For example, Mark already stated that his wife, who is old enough to be his daughter, will be his caregiver in the event that he is unable to take care of himself. Why not build something that will enable him to hire a personal caretaker in the future? Mark is saying that he cannot hire a caretaker, yet he encourages others to do so for the low costs involved. Mark's channel is an open source of misinformation filled with fairy tale-like characters and stories when it comes to his personal view on the Philippines. Follow people with varying viewpoints to break out of the echo chamber. Actively engage with content from different perspectives. Create spaces where respectful dialogue can occur. Encourage empathy and understanding. Grow as a person. Mark treats the Philippines as his cemetery, but you shouldn't. This could be the start of some of the best days ever experienced in your life. 2. Confirmation bias. Expats often seek content that resonates with their own experiences. Channels that validate their challenges, triumphs, and frustrations become appealing. This validation can lead to a more narrow perspective. When expats find channels that mirror their expectations, it reinforces their preconceived notions. They may dismiss alternative viewpoints or critical analysis that can enable growth. You should not categorize or label yourself as a broke, mentally unstable old man. You should be an energetic, open-minded, willing, and able young man even at 60. That is the kind of mindset that you should have and reinforce through your actions and lifestyles. Mark is perpetuating a stereotype of losers, encouraging expats to come here for mental and financial stability. Are you in that category of losers? Is that how you see yourself? Is Mark confirmation of this bias? Even if you're 60, you can still be full of energy, open-minded, and ready for adventure. It's all about having the right mindset and showing it through your actions and lifestyle. Don't let anyone put you in a box labeled broke or mentally unstable. You're like a young superhero, ready to take on the world. 3. Idealization and selective representation. Mark often highlights the positive aspects of his expat life, showcasing beautiful beaches, friendly locals, and affordable living. Such selective representation can create an idealized image, making it seem like a utopian society where everything is perfect. While it's okay to celebrate the positives, it's essential to recognize that expat life is multifaceted. The utopian image presented is just one facet of a rich tapestry of experiences. Mark's only openly stated problem since he started his channel is that he struggles with views and revenue. He never fights with his wife like a normal couple, even their baby is a walk in the park for him. That means that the guy has never hustled a day in his life. Mark's portrayal is unrealistic. Expat life involves adaptation, language barriers, bureaucracy, and occasional loneliness. Creators have a responsibility to acknowledge the full spectrum of expat experiences. Honest narratives help potential expats make informed decisions. Cherry-picking content can lead to a skewed representation, omitting challenges or less glamorous moments. Viewers may perceive expat life as a perpetual vacation, unaware of the behind-the-scenes effort, homesickness, and cultural adjustments. 3. Us versus them mentality. Mark lives in a cult-like world where it's him and expats versus them, the locals. This is one of the reasons why expats are viewed and perceived differently. Let's try to break those barriers by mingling with the local crowd at some level. It's an experience. Expats may perceive themselves as outsiders, leading to an us versus them mentality. If you want to live here for long or get married like Mark did, then you need to have this coping mechanism in place. This means you need to adapt their spirit of family and community. Expats living in a foreign country often feel like outsiders. They navigate cultural differences, language barriers, and unfamiliar customs, but at some point, you have to adapt and evolve. Expats should recognize the potential for exclusivity and actively engage with the local community. While maintaining expat identity, they can also appreciate and learn from the host culture. Build connections, friendships, attend events or social gatherings. Cultivating connections is wonderful, but blind devotion can hinder critical thinking. Expats should explore diverse perspectives and remain open-minded. This stereotype that we will never be like the locals can be broken. Many have done it, just by learning the local language and way of life. By doing this, we are building a better future, especially for children who are mixed-raced or half Filipino. So, I dislike Mark's channel for 3 reasons that everyone can learn from and find meaning in some way. While expats rely on such channels for practical survival, emotional well-being, and a sense of belonging, it's essential to maintain a healthy balance. Remember, life abroad is an adventure, a blend of practicality and passion.